For those that make over $200 a year, what do you do? Divorce lawyer. Every day is another soap opera. Cancer research scientist in biotech pharma. Been at it for a decade. Electrical engineer. To you young people, you need to change companies. Whenever you feel like you are one taking on new roles, without your pay increasing significantly, or two, if you feel ready to take on new roles. You will never keep pace with inflation or get ahead at one employer. I made my money the old-fashioned way. I got run over by a Lexus. $240 plus discretionary annual bonus. Michelin-starred private chef. Left the industry for this one family. They are no one important. No NDAs. They just have a cybersecurity company in the Bay Area. 25-40 hours a week. Airline pilot. Been flying professionally since 1997. Was an aircraft mechanic before that. I grew up at an airport. Was flying before I could legally drive. Unlike some people I know, I love the job. I can't believe I get paid to do it. I own an antique plane, and I fly warbirds for a couple museums doing rides and air shows. I've also been an electrician and electrical contractor. Flying is the best damn way to make a living I can imagine. Not consistent, but I make between $180–220 depending on the year as a crane operator. Photolithography researcher at Intel. Nearly $300K this year. All it took was over a decade of higher education and being in the right place in contact with the right people. I have no idea what I'm doing half the time, lol, but I'm told nobody actually does. BST, Electrical Engineering 5 years. MSc, Computer Engineering 3 years. PhD, Semiconductor Physics 4 years Deutsch Dual. All that, and I had to look up Ohm's law yesterday. Inflation is really taking its toll. I remember when this question would be posted at $100,000. Lawyer at a big law firm. Wouldn't recommend it. Cybersecurity and compliance for 2,500 employee company. Lawyer. But I've sacrificed a ton of family and personal time to make the dough. Looking back, I regret the time lost. Aided family time and personal time. Lol. Haven't sacrificed family, lol. Corporate lawyer. I make substantially more than $200, but it is a miserable gig. I play with Excel and make nice PowerPoints and am good at presenting. Airline pilot. Yo, this thread is bad for my mental health, lol. Salmon sperm dealer. Business is bustin', don't ask how we get it. Software engineer at a FANG company. Don't really feel qualified, but I don't plan on leaving until they fire me. It goes up and down from year to year, but I've been doing a bit north of $200K for 3 years and might hit $300K in 2024. I am a commercial photographer working mostly in advertising and commercial fashion. It's probably gonna keep going up and then really slow down in 5–10 years when the industry will be tired my work. Weird business but fun. I might clear 200 this year depending on my bonus. I'm a senior level construction manager. For a small fee of $200,000, I'll tell you. Tech sales in a Fortune 500 company, not quite FANG. I'm in a sales manager position, and all of my 8 A's earn more than $200K. I make art for video games. I make around $170, but my wife's target compensation is around $1.80 million, base plus stock and bonus, which varies. She's a C-level executive at a Fortune 500 company. I'm a software engineer. Attorney and investments. And yes, I still waste too much time on Reddit. Printing press operation at the Mint. Roofer died dull. Dirty roofer. Pulled in 486K last year with just a brother on payroll making 120K himself. No fuck-ups. No leaks. No advertising. Only word of mouth. It pays to be the best roofer in the state. Suck it, unlicensed shinglers, and thanks Dad for showing us the ways of the hammer. Airline captain. Worked for Dirt and Ramen Noodles for years though. Creative director. Video game advertising. Eat K why I click on these. Guess I don't feel depressed enough or something. I visit Zimbabwe and exchange my local currency. Landman in the oil and gas industry. I make around $300 a year. I do mostly title work, which is basically researching the history of a piece of property and creating a report that shows everything that ever happened with it. It's a lot of fun, just crazy high pressure at times, because the companies are pretty demanding. Worth it though. Public school teacher. Oops, I thought OP. Wrote over 20K. Being over 30-40 is one of the important factors, often overlooked. Most people don't make good money when they're young. They don't have knowledge or experience. Gaining knowledge and experience delivers more money, if you're good at what you do. I'm an importer-exporter. I do not far from it, but last year when our company posted the job opening for our IT infrastructure manager, the salary was posted as $350. I found myself wishing I'd started my career about 10 years earlier. Used to do it for a odd. Company Reddit absolutely hates. Just got laid off. Severance is 6 figures. So, to answer your question, nothing. I work on Old McDonald's farm. I'm their CEO. It'd be nice if we also knew where people were from. 200K in a place like Mississippi is not the same as 200K in California or New York. Airline pilot here. It's good pay, but I do it because I love it. You'd be amazed how many miserable people making $400 there are in this industry, and still have financial problems, usually the ones that are divorced. Private jet pilot. Registered nurse in a Lal state. I work at a hospital with unlimited OTA. Will gross $225 this year. I step in front of cars and sue the drivers.